Hello, welcome back to Operation Vimy Ridge. It is spring of 1915 for the French. We have 23 IPP. We're going to spend 9 on 3 infantry, 4 on the naval infantry, 4 on 2 colonials, 4 on the cash and carry artillery, and 2 on 2 diplomacy rolls. There was some miscommunication on how many Russian infantry were in Grando province. There were 6, there was a trench line. But the Russians got diced so hard that all the infantry that missed were 8 or higher, so it doesn't really affect anything. The only thing we need to do is we need to roll 1 at 6 for round 1 and 1 at 4 for round 2 for the missing infantry. But the battle was so bad that even if these hit, it's not going to change anything for Russia's still in trouble, and Austro-Hungarians are still in very good shape. So here we go. Green is 6, blue is 4. And 1 hit. So the 1 on round 1 missed, and the 1 on round 2 hit. So Dan, you will lose 1 unit from Grando province. Just let us know which one you want to lose, and then we will update it. You're still going to have your trench line, it looks like, and you're still going to have your effective commander and everything. So nothing really is going to change there. Okay. French tech. We have 2 major factories, so that means two tech rolls. We are going to do defense in depth is blue, and wartime income is gray. We need 7 or higher on both of these. And that is an 8 and a 7. So very good there. So we will complete both wartime income and defense in depth, which are 2 very big ones for the French. So before we forget, we're going to do what General Hand Grenade did, and we are going to grab 2 D6s here and stick them up here so we try to remember to roll them at the end of the turn. Okay. Diplomacy, we are going for Spain is at level 2 is black, and Romania is at level 1 is red. So we need 3 or less for each of these. Let's see what we can do here. That's a 5 and a 3. So Romania will go to stage 2. Which the good news about that is we get the extra $1 IPP. I think. We may not. Because I may not have a supply path to them. So that probably should have done Denmark, but whatever. I wasn't completely thinking there, so we'll double check that later. But okay, into battles for the French. So the French are going to send a seaplane to A44 and try to hit the German sub there. Let's see what we can do there. And then the transport in northern Algeria is coming out of port, picking up the 2 colonials from Tunisia, going 1-2 to M7, and dropping off in Crete. And why are we doing that? We're doing that because it is not worth any money once again, but it will be a free diplomacy roll next turn for the French. So let's add the free French diplomacy roll here now. And moving with them will be the entire Navy too. So the 2 cruisers, the 3 coastal subs, and the TBD with the commander. Everything for the French and British will be in M7 right now. We'll have to get a card later for that because I completely run out of room there. Okay, so that was attack 1 or 2. That was just a walk-in, so we did that one. And then we have no artillery left to do anything there, so we are going to send the blimp, the airship, into Bavaria and see if we can do any more damage to that factory. So, we have an airship that needs to hit on a 1 to 3 to do any damage. And he has a defense of 1 on a D12. So, bombing of the factory. Oh, and 3 again, but he shot me down. Okay, so the British airship is gone, but 3 more damage has been done. So that will now mean 6 damage to the factory, which means I don't know if he loses the effective commander immediately or not. We'll have to double check on that. The airship did die, so we pulled that off the board. But what that will mean is he will only be able to build 2 artillery next turn, and he will only have 2 technology rolls next turn. So that was huge. Even though we lost the French airship, that'll at least be good benefit for us for 1 turn. Okay. Then the seaplane, he gets 1 out of 3 for 1 round to see if we can take out that sub. And that is a 7, so that misses. So he will fly back to Morocco and hang out there. Okay. Now, I was debating hitting Cameroon, but it's just too risky what we have. So non-combat movements. We are going to move the infantry from Niger into Nigeria. We are going to move the fighter and commander, ineffective commander in Paris down to southern France. The dice have not been going the good guys' way all this entire game, so I need to get prepared just in case Italy decides to do something crazy on us. We are going to rail the artillery from Normandy into Lorraine, so we'll add that to the plate. We are going to move the 2 infantry in Paris to Lorraine, bringing that number up to 18 infantry. Okay. I'm just looking here real quickly. Okay, yep. The truck is also going to move down to southern France. So Paris, as of now, will just have 1 British airship. Thankfully, there's no airborne units, so I don't have to worry about doing too much in Paris. We are then going to move the French coastal sub 1 space to A28. We're going to leave the pre-dread there for now. I was thinking about moving him, but with the missing of the sub there, we're going to leave him where he's at. And I believe that is it for non-combat. So then we got to place some units. So we are going to place 1 colonial in Niger and 1 colonial in Tunisia so we can collect that buck. We are going to place the naval infantry into southern France and 2 infantry in southern France. So we will have 4 infantry, a truck, and 2 naval infantry, ineffective commander, and fighter all in southern France. The last infantry is going to go to Lorraine, and the cash and carry artillery will go to the U.S. there. So that will be 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 infantry into Lorraine. So we got a nice little, no artillery left to do any damage, but we have a nice little build-up there to help us out. Okay. I don't see any more green arrows. I don't see any more yeah, I think all my non-combat, everything's done. So let's do some wartime economy. I got 2 D6s here. That's 5, so it's better than nothing. So we got 5 for wartime income. We got, I think, just +1, so that's 6. I don't think I get Romania, but we'll double check that. If I can get Romania somehow, I'll collect it. But right now, that's +6. I had a successful bombing. That's +7. And then I'm at 22 on the IPP chart, so that should be 29 for next turn. It's going to help out the French a little bit here. But we are in a tad bit of trouble here. I believe the French are going to have to give up a victory objective to help balance out the role for Italy, because right now it's -1 for the city there. It's -2 because of the 8 infantry in Austria. We get a +1 because Japan went Central Powers. And if I give up Tunisia, we get another +2, so that will make it 0. Which means we have a 50% chance of them going on our side. 1 or 2, they will go Central Powers, and 3, 4, and 5, they stay neutral. So I think I'm going to have to give that up, but I'll consult with the guys, and then we'll make that decision here shortly. So, disposition of forces. Austria-Hungary, you will lose 1 unit from Grando Province. Lorraine has 1 artillery, 3 British artillery, 18. Let's double check here. 19, sorry. 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 infantry, effective commander, fighter, and 2 British fighters along with the... Oh, I can do attrition attack with that bad boy, I forgot. So let's do that quickly. He's not painted, so I totally forgot about him. So his attrition is on a 3. Sorry, guys. And it's a 5, so he misses anyway. So, okay. Paris has just the British airship at this point. Southern France has 4 infantry, ineffective commander, 2 naval infantry, truck, and a fighter, and a transport and port. A-27 has a pre-dread on escort duty. A-28 has a coastal sub. Morocco is still the same. Northern Algeria just has a Zouave and an infantry. Tunisia has 1 colonial. Niger has a colonial. Nigeria has an infantry, 2 colonials. Togoland and French Equatorial Africa each have a colonial at this point. There is a French infantry and transport and port in eastern Egypt. The entire fleet, pre-dread transport, 2 cruisers, 3 coastal subs, and a TBD with an effective commander are all in M7. And we took Crete with 2 colonial troops, and no changes out in the Pacific. If you guys have any questions, please ask. We did complete the wartime income and defense in depth, and we got Romania up to stage 2, which after thinking about it, I think I screwed that up. I should have done Denmark, at least I collected the dollar for it. So, if you guys have any questions, please ask, and we will catch you all next year. Have a good one.